Our journey began in the picturesque town of Chumphon, just over halfway to Phuket from Bangkok, and the gateway to the south of Thailand. On the road, 4 intrepid travelers. Goran had ventured here from Phuket. Les, who journeyed from Bangkok, along with avid Bangkok-based biker Kim. While Go had travelled overland from Kuala Lumpur to join the adventure. The starting point was the quaint Net Lada resort in the heart of Chumphon, where the riders mapped out their routes for the next few days.
Oh, I love this area. It's far away from major tourist spots, kind of secluded. That's a real charm in it. And this particular resort, Net Lada Resort, which is about walking distance from Sairi Beach.
Yeah.
And the Sairi Beach is lined up with all sorts of seafood restaurants, and it's quite a nice little place. You don't see these kind of things if you are inside a car or a SUV or something like that. I mean, on a motorcycle you see all sorts of things left and right, and you can stop anytime you like it. Take your time as much as you like it. And this way you meet lots of new friends, and I mean, it's really natural, it's beautiful. Instead of staying at some hotel on the 4th, 5th floor, you know, carrying your luggage and everything.
Yeah,
This
you're in
is
amongst it here.
perfect. You
Yeah,
park your bike
exactly.
right in front of the chalet and jump in a pool at 6:30 in the morning like I did today. Breakfast is right there. Perfect.
The journey in this sector would traverse from Chumphon further south to Ranong on the edge of the Andaman Sea and close to neighbouring Myanmar. Heading off from the resort, the riders followed the stretch of white sandy beach on the edge of town. Chumphon is the stepping off point to some of the most idyllic islands in the Gulf of Thailand, and you can glimpse an array of turquoise-fringed escapes just offshore. This laid-back town is known for its seafood restaurants, budget guest houses, and unique culture. While Goran, Go and Kim were all riding BMWs, Les was keeping pace on a Triumph Tiger. Not surprisingly, he discovered Bob, another Triumph enthusiast, at the end of Chumphon's new marina.
This bike will go, I don't know what the gearing it's got, in 100 horsepower, 230, 240. I'll never ride it that fast. I don't need to. It accelerates very well. It's faster than anything on the road, probably except a Lamborghini.
Oh, wow.
And it's a dirt bike. I can ride it almost, with skill anywhere I can walk.
Foreign explorers have been slow to discover Chumphon, but you can't deny the growing appeal of this seaside haven. Chumphon is named after a son of King Rama V, Prince Abakorn of Chumphon, known as the father of the Thai Navy. And this hilltop pavilion includes a shrine where seagoers and fishermen come to pray for good luck on the waves. Here too is a large torpedo ship that was donated by the Royal Thai Navy. Further up, you can view the mountaintop escapes that attract migrating raptors throughout the year. You can also look towards the narrow Kra Isthmus of the Malay Peninsula. The route along the Andaman coast from Chumphon to Ranong is regarded as one of the most pleasant touring routes in southern Thailand, imbued with pristine natural attractions and a rich cultural heritage. As you journey along Route 4, you can also stop to look at former King Chulalongkorn's initials carved on a roadside stone inscription. This is located right at the border of Chumphon and Ranong provinces.
I think it seems like everybody pass by here. If they have managed to have time, they come up here to give a respect. So we ask for maybe some protection on the road.
Then a brief stop to look at the narrowest part of the Malay Peninsula in southern Thailand and Myanmar.
So how far would Myanmar be from this river?
100 meters.
On the other side?
100 meters, there's actually the road sign right there telling you Myanmar, 100 meters. Maybe you notice right there.
Yeah, Union of Myanmar.
One of the most fascinating stops along the way is Gong Coffee, where coffee connoisseur and local entrepreneur Kun Gong will show you how to brew a unique roast and discover the unique taste of locally grown beans.
But this coffee is not a bit.
Cheers. Okay, let
Cheers.
me try.
Yeah. And
You just roasted here. Like,
yeah,
very simple.
with very three common rules. First rule: every bean have to touching a metal.
Every bean has
Yes,
to.
and the
Okay.
second, every bean is have to ripe cooking by ripe roast by the spinning, rolling.
Rolling around, so you
Yeah,
keep moving
yeah.
all the
And the
time,
third
yeah?
one, every bean have to ripe roast by the heat through the metal.
A few sips of Gong's coffee, and the riders were awake enough to journey for days on end. Another fascinating stop along the way to Ranong is the Khao Pha Chi Railway. This historic site dates back to World War II. The invading Japanese army established Khao Pha Chi village as their military headquarters. The position was important because troops and supplies could be moved by land, sea and air to strengthen their hold on the region. An old Japanese army locomotive engine remains on site.
There seems to be some really interesting Second World War history here.
Yes. This is very close to southernmost part of Myanmar, formerly Burma. And the Japanese activities was very strong during the World War II here. This was the main supply base here to deliver the supplies to Japanese troops in the southern Myanmar, Burma, and further up towards Yangon, or to bring the oil from there for their troops, for them, the trucks or machinery or whatever. The Laon River over here was the main waterway. I understand, I hear the story from one old person in this village here that there's further down the stream, in the delta itself, there is a Japanese shipwreck. But
It'd be
it's not.
fantastic to find it.
It would be great to find it, but we have to find someone older from the village to really show us exact spot where this is.
So what are we having tonight?
Tonight there is a resort, which is a very nice 4-star rated resort, which is only the best one in the Ranong town, right?
Probably.
Yeah, probably
Good
the best
seafood?
one. Good seafood
Good
nearby.
price,
Yeah, cheap. The
Right.
price is reasonable,
Right.
and everything look big. The fish,
Cool.
prawns. Yeah, it's
And
a
I heard
very
that the
nice
fish is
and then
from
it's-
Andaman Sea, right?
Yeah, all those seafood. It's a main supply from the Andaman Sea.
The day was drawing to a close. The final road stop was the stunning Punyaban waterfall, right next to the main road on Highway 4. The next stop was Ranong, but that was a story for another day.